Hello everyone, welcome back to Life of Wonders. Welcome back to my channel. As you know, my name is Polo and I love making videos of dolls, toys and Disney collectibles. And as always, if you like this kind of content and you feel like supporting the channel, well, feel more than welcome to subscribe to it, and that way you will not be missing out on any of my future videos. Now today, as I promised, I will be sharing with you my personal ranking of the complete collection of the Ultimate Princess Celebration series limited edition dolls. So I have all 15 here and I will be ranking them one by one, starting from the last to the very first. This is like an overall perspective that you can see right now, and I have to say that I love them or to different extents, but I do love them, and it's been hard for me to position a few of them within this ranking. But anyway, we will start with the very last one, um, which is the second Sleeping Beauty Aspire Rose. I recently made a review of her because she was the very last I got with a big of a difference. I have to say that I love this doll. I actually love her so much. That's why it's been difficult for me to put it at the end. But the reason I have put it at the end is because it really took me some time to get her, which is something. Now after I got her, I could appreciate all her details so much better, and I've also placed her second to the first one that was released of Sleeping Beauty, because it's the second one. So just basically because of that, because otherwise she is a truly beautiful doll. Also probably because even though I understand the perspective of the designer, it's one of the less or least clearly referenced to the animation. So there is a lot of liberty and um, yeah, well, liberty when it comes to creativity here, and we cannot link it as much with the animation, even though again I love it, and I love the fact that this designer wanted to just break the rules and just do what he wanted with her, because that's what makes her truly special. Although I have to put it here just because of that. But anyway, she's splendid. The second in line is Rapunzel. Previously, I had put the first Aurora, but I have placed Rapunzel here because this is very hard, because these are very pretty dolls, right? And the colors displayed on these two are actually my favorite sort of like palette of colors. So it's very hard. She's very pretty, but once again, I cannot see as many references to the actual animation as such, other than well, the shoes and the bag. But the dress and the way, I don't know, of course it's like a forest inspired or countryside with flowers and all that, but to me it's always screamed birthday wishes Barbie in a way, or special edition floral signature um Barbie as well. Again, I don't have anything against it. She's very pretty, and I love that they decided to give her such an amazing and beautiful gown, which I would have perfectly buy it from again other line or series, but I don't see the connections as much other than the two little things. So that's why. Then the third in line is this um Aurora. This is the first one that I previously had placed at the very last, and now I've come to appreciate that the reason why I changed these two is because of that. This one has, even though I might not been tuned as much with the design, because I actually like this design better. It's more like my style than this one, but I can appreciate the risk sort of like take that the designer took in creating this shape. There are so many very beautiful references to the stained glasses of the castle, the three fairies, the embroidery, the change of color of a dress. She's really pretty when it comes to the actual doll as well, so that is why I've placed her here. Then the next one, I think these are like probably similar right now, I mean, if I'm honest. So it wouldn't really matter if I place this here and this one here. I feel like about the same way. This aerial is very beautiful, is the second aerial. It's supposed to be inspired by the last, you know, sequence of the movie in which she's racing from the waters, and I can see that. I like the mini dress on the inside, but then at this point I think that we've seen so many times this sort of like draping over like the overskirt. Like we've seen it for her, we've seen it for Cinderella, we've seen it for Merida, so it's a bit redundant, or within the collection, I mean, or it's a bit repetitive, and especially because it's almost like the same way. I mean, if this was like an organza that could feel somewhat different, then it wouldn't be as close to let's say this overskirt over here or this overskirt over here. So or even like it's not the same, but this sort of like overskirt or skirt opening for Moana. So that is why, I mean, she's very beautiful. I love the sculpt, I love the pink or the purple on her hat this time. I love the treasure chest, and you know, the shoes, actually, I love the shoes as well, but she had to be placed here. Then the next in line is this Pocahontas doll. I have to say that I mean, from this point on, I love them so much. So it's kind of hard for me to place them in order. But yeah, I mean, I think she's looking fierce. I love that they styled the hat different. It would have been so boring to just have her hair free like in any other release, and that doesn't make her less empowered or anything like that, in my opinion. To be honest, it's just that she's styled her hair like so, and I think she looks beautiful. I love the new face sculpt, and the outfit is beautiful. I love the reference to the colors of the wind with this shawl. She's dressed as a queen of the forest, an Amazonian queen in a way. So I don't know, I just like her very much. Then we have Snow White, and I love her too. This Snow White is very different to any other Snow White in the way that it looks so much more fierce. She's looking forward. She has one of the eyebrows raised. She's got the crown. I mean, I'm not talking about a tiara, it's the crown of the freaking kingdom. So she's taking over. She's now the queen, and I love how they've made it possible. The inner dress is actually very beautiful, and the cape is very beautiful too, and it has many elements to actual materials and aesthetics used by royals throughout time, such as the Elizabethan color and the quilted pattern in this very uh, deep scarlet red color. So I don't know, to me it's a win. I love her so much. Then we have Moana or Vaiana, and she's beautiful. And the fact that we finally received a Moana doll that is not like the one from the movie, which happens in the limited edition um, 16 inches one, or the designer folktale. All those are just like straight out of the movie. So this is the first time that we actually get a different take on her. I think the dress is very beautiful, very fitting. I love the incorporation of her grandmother with back piece. I love the way they've styled the hair because it's a different doll, and she looks, I mean, she still looks like her, just dressed up for a really special ceremony. And she's very beautiful. So now we will move to Merida from Brave. She's amazing as well. And again, just the fact that we get a different take for this doll, which we normally don't get. She's basically just produced with two different dresses over and over, and that's it. So the fact that we have this beautiful one, which is giving me a lot of like steampunk vibes in a way, I think it's something that she would definitely wear. I love the references. In this case, I love the overskirt so much. That's why this is kind of being repeated for her in a way. So anyway, but this is superior in my opinion when it comes to ranking them, even though I love Ariel as well. I don't know, I just love everything about her. She looks fierce, she looks stylish. I don't know. Then we have this Mulan, and I love that they have given us something so different for Mulan. Without having her as a warrior as such, she feels as a warrior, but then full of glamour, which is amazing because I think that gets the the soul of what Mulan's mean. I mean, she's incredibly brave, and you can see it through this doll. And then at the same time, she's dressed up so glamorous and so stylish. And I actually just love the piece. I've always believed that this piece is the most wearable in a way. For like even if you wanted to go to an event, well, there would be the think of cultural appropriation, which I think that right now in our globalized world, what can I say about it? I think that we're becoming one as time goes by, and it's about appreciation of other cultures, but I don't think it's appropriation as such, as long as you know to reference what you're wearing. But then anyway, the whole thing, the whole ensemble, even without the sleeves, would be something so cool to wear. And the whole thing together is just amazing. Then we have the first Ariel, and I love it to pieces. I know this doll was very controversial, but I truly see her as the queen of the oceans. Really, I love the mythology references. I love the transformation references from mermaid to human. I love that they gave us different hair texture, and she's also looking forward, and seriously, she's so cool. Then we have Jasmine, and I think this is very quintessential Jasmine. I mean, I perfectly see Jasmine wearing something like this. And if this was like, for example, the premiere series of Jasmine, it could have been perfectly. Because I know there's so many people saying, oh no, this is something that Mulan would wear just because it's red. I mean, not really. This design is beautiful. I see the Middle East inspiration. Well, the designer made a really nice over the top outfit, just fitting for her, and she's beautiful. Plus the doll, the base doll is very beautiful too. Then we have the first yeah, the first Diana, which is amazing. I love the silhouette, I love the references, I love the doll. I mean, to me, she's like 10 out of 10. Like from this point onwards, it's just 10 out of 10. I don't know what else to say. She's just perfection. She's really pretty. Um, then we have this Cinderella, which I love that they changed the maiden that had to be saved sort of thing for an empowered, like a truly empowered woman here. I love the full suit that she's wearing, the overskirt that can actually be worn as a cape, and that she's not just, you know, in a puffy dress anymore. She's looking forward, same as Snow White. I think is like a really nice take on her, just changing you know, the just changing the general depiction of Cinderella in a way so it's fitting for a contemporary world. As I would say, this is one is fitting. They've revised these stories that are super old and probably not very empowering these days. So it was something to that they needed to work on, and they did it perfectly. Then this bell is so beautiful. I love the idea of her being transformed into the enchanted rose herself, you know, with the glass dome and everything. I think that this design is this one and the Midnight Masquerade Bell are my two favorites ever released, really. She's very, very pretty, and the idea is executed. It's contemporary as well. I mean, because the rose theme, it's been there forever, and there are so many editions like the Saks Avenue exclusive, such as the one from the early 2000s that was also inspired by the rose. I don't know, so many. In fact, the Midnight Masquerade as well. But this one is probably the best that captures the idea of it. And yeah, and the idea of her being the um enchanted rose. And the number one is this Tiana. I mean, this Tiana doll is just breathtaking and is everything I've always wanted for Tiana, because we never got like period accurate as such. You know, I really wanted like a flapper sort of. I mean, we did for the Midnight Masquerade D23, but this one is just amazing. The inner dress is just so contemporary accurate, but then at the same time it can be worn these days, which is awesome. I love the robe or the jacket that she's wearing so much, and the references with that to Evangeline in the shape of a star. I just really, really love her. I love the hairstyle as well. That is the first time that we got, I think, I don't know, maybe the Midnight Masquerade D23 had, can't remember right now. But anyway, she is beautiful, and she's my number one now. So these have been all the dolls from the collection, and my personal ranking to the 15 of them. Let's see if I can get farther apart. So many dolls, so again, it's kind of hard to rank them, but here it is. I'm super happy to share it with all of you, and I hope you've enjoyed it, just going through it. And if you have, well, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because that way you won't be missing out on any of the cool stuff that I will be showcasing in the near future. And just comment down below who's your favorite, your least favorite, your top five. I will be very interested to know that. And I will definitely get back to all of you. So for now, stay safe, and I'll see you very, very soon. Bye bye.